Hello everyone, and welcome to another reading on the Markle debacle. This one I have been meaning to do for quite a long time, but things have come in between. There is never a day with the Harkles where something doesn't happen. And of course in South Africa, lights are out, load shedding, and so it is rather difficult for me to produce steady content for you at the moment, and I do apologize for that, but I finally got around to doing the reading, and the reading is about David Furnish and how he really feels about Meghan Markle. He of course described her as an amazing leader in a little puff piece that was put out a few weeks ago about that lustrous pearl that is being produced for Netflix and by David Furnish, who Neil Sean never fails to remind us has never produced anything in his life, and always has a giggle when he talks about David Furnish. So I want to know how David Furnish feels about Meghan, what's going on with their collaboration, how is it going from David Furnish's point of view. A simple Celtic cross today, and I am using, as the Fool comes out in reverse, I am using today the Nightmare Before Christmas novelty deck. There it is, for those of you who are interested. It is a long way to Christmas still, well, not that long, but we are well into Halloween season, and it does seem to me that David Furnish might just have found himself in a bit of a nightmare. So let's see how he is doing with Meghan, with our little pearl. And hopefully the cards have something juicy for us. Today I'm in need of something amusing or interesting from the cards. As I say, plunged into darkness, and literal darkness so far, and we hope that it doesn't become any other kind of darkness. And well, my goodness me, the Fool came out again as the underlying energy at the bottom of the deck, but the Fool this time in the upright. So all new, a new adventure for them both. Meghan certainly hasn't produced anything in her life, not even allegedly children, and David Furnish hasn't produced anything in his life either, apparently, allegedly, let's say that, according to Neil Sean. So new adventure for both of them, possibly a bit of a foolish adventure. The Fool is about taking risks, leaping before you look, and perhaps they have both leapt before they looked, and the cards will tell us. Always, as ever, trying to get them into view, and I should just resort to mini decks, but I do like these cards. They are rather entertaining, and there is the Fool. And so what is the heart of the matter right now? The situation currently for David Furnish, and we get the Six of Potions. Can you see that? The Six of Potions, which is the Six of Cups. Well, that's a real love fest that's going on. That is old friends getting together, reminiscing, thinking about the past, how lovely the past was, back to your childhood. It looks to me as if they are having a fine old time together. They do get on very well, and they are really enjoying this experience. Perhaps it was a childhood dream for both of them to make this program, do this project, develop this project, and now it is coming true. And if you can hear snoring in the background, I do apologize. It is the dog, a new, not the old dog. The old dog is for once not snoring. This is a young dog, my family member's dog, who has moved back home with us, and just adjusting and settling in and having a big snore after a long walk and a nice hearty meal. So, and what is the challenge that David Furnish is facing right now with Meghan? And I get Judgment in the reverse. I'm not sure you can see that. Let's put the card the right way up so you can see what the card looks like. Judgment card there. You can see that scroll being handed down by the judge. he thinks it might be a bad decision, or that however much fun he and Meghan are having with the project, and it does look they are having a lot of fun. They're going back to Meghan's childhood, of course. Pearl, the little girl, Meghan Markle, going and visiting all these famous people. What a lark, what fun. Judgment in reverse. People are going to view it harshly. And yes, David, they are. Let's just say that. You're on the money. And so he's very worried about criticism. He is very worried about negative feedback about it. Very worried that this might be a terrible, career-destroying decision that he has made to go into this venture with Meghan Markle. And I hasten to add that this is a tarot reading, and or just my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. But he is very concerned, because it's a major arcana, very concerned that he might have just made a foolish mistake. So anything hidden that we need to know about in this reading, just giving universe a chance to tell us. And we get the Hanged Man card in reverse. And that's interesting, because it tells me that there have been delays, lots and lots of delays, but they are now over. This project is on the go, it's on the move. It may have been stuck in development hell for a very long time, but now it's going forward strongly. And while it was stuck in development hell, someone might have had a bit of a revelation, an awakening about it, and some insights about it. Because when the Hanged Man is in reverse, you have had an epiphany about something. You see something in a new way. You get a new perspective on things. So while David Furnish was hanging like a bat upside down, he was getting a new perspective on Pearl. He maybe even was getting a new perspective on Meghan. And now that new perspective is part of his consciousness. And what is his focus right now with Meghan and with Pearl? Ooh, we're at the moon. We're the moon. And he is a little bit concerned. He's a little bit afraid. He's a little bit nervous. He's a little bit doubtful. When you get the moon in the upright like that, you're a bit afraid of your own shadow, really. Not sure that this is going to be a success. Anxious, nervous, and possibly having to pick his way through the shadows himself. A lot of confusion, a lot of doubt. And Meghan's supposed to be this amazing leader. When I see the moon, I don't get the idea that there is amazing leadership. I get the idea that there is a complete lack of leadership, that nobody knows what is going on, nobody knows what to do, and everybody is a little bit afraid of what might happen. So, as I said, nightmare before Christmas. What has happened in the recent past? And really, this dog is snoring very loudly, and I do apologize. And we get the 4 of presents, and I just have to check my Roman numerals. Yes, the 4 of presents. That is hanging on to something. You are hanging on to something for dear life. You're not letting go. You've got your pentacles. In this case, in the Nightmare Before Christmas deck, pentacles are presents. You are hanging on to your presents. You're not sharing them with anyone else. And yes, it was in the reverse, wasn't it? In the reverse. That's right, it was in the reverse. So letting go of something, and worried that this was not going to happen, and hanging on to it for dear life. So there is some doubt. It's confirmed by this Hanged Man card in reverse. There was some doubt about this actually going ahead, whether it would actually happen. And that maybe they would have to give up on it, and maybe the money wouldn't be there, maybe the enthusiasm, the support wouldn't be there, maybe it just would never get the go-ahead. Does seem to have got the go-ahead for now. What is going to happen in the near future with it? And we get the Strength card in the reverse. And I'm trying to read at the same time, upside down at the same time as show you these cards. There is the Strength card. Normally we get the Lion and the Lady, the, of course, Harry and Meghan card. This is the Harry and Meghan card, but it is in reverse. And it does look as if, however optimistic they are with that 6 of Cups, and in however much they are indulging themselves and enjoying themselves, in the near future it is not going to be going well. Strength card in reverse. Some problems. Looks like problems facing them. And problems that they're going to struggle to overcome because they're not going to have the power, the enthusiasm, the courage, the push, the whatever you need to get over difficulties. When you've got the strength card upright, you have everything. You can push through things. When the strength card is in reverse, you struggle to push through problems and maybe overwhelmed by difficulties and setbacks. So it doesn't look as if things are going to be going well in the near future. So how does David Furnish really feel towards Meghan, the amazing leader? And does he love her and adore her, or does he have his doubts about her? And we get the 7 of Candles in reverse, which is the 7 of Wands. And a 7 of Wands, of course, when it's in the upright, you are on the high ground. You are able to defend yourself from attack. You are quite solid and quite stable, but it's in the reverse. And in the reverse tells me that he thinks that she's vulnerable, that she is being subject to attack all the time. And I think that he feels that it's unfair attack. He has fallen for the whole Meghan Markle spiel, it seems to me, allegedly, my opinion. And he does believe that she is the victim of unfair criticism, unfair attack, and particularly on social media with the Wands, always social media. So he feels that she's being unfairly treated, that she's very vulnerable, and that she's unfairly attacked. He probably believes the racism thing. He probably believes that she was allegedly suicidal. He probably believes all of that. She's a lovely girl, and why can't people just see it? And everybody's being so nasty to her and attacking her and blah, blah. So David Furnish is definitely Team Meghan. What pressure is he under currently? Not necessarily from Meghan, but just from the world. And we get the 6 of Presents in the reverse. And so feeling as if he is a little bit overwhelmed, that he is doing all the work. 6 of Presents is who's putting what into a situation. Are you doing all the work in the situation? Are you carrying the load? When the card is in the reverse, yes, he feels that he is doing all the work. He is carrying the load, possibly even a lot of the financial responsibility. Well, he is the producer. That's the producer's job. Hello, David Furnish. But he does feel as if things are a little bit unfair and that he is being abused, possibly a little bit, taken advantage of with the 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Presents in reverse, and things are all a bit one-sided at the moment. I don't think that he particularly feels that it's Meghan's fault, because she, poor love, is the 7 of Wands in reverse and has all this criticism and negativity to deal with and is in a vulnerable and emotional space at the moment. And so he is the one that is having to do all the work and carry the burden. And boy, does she have him wrapped around her finger right now. These 2 cards tell me a very interesting story about manipulation, pretending to be a victim, and making someone else do all the work for you. 2 cards, my opinion, all allegedly. Dog has a big sigh in the background. I hope you can't hear it. It's just truly terrible. But dog possibly agrees. And so David's hopes and fears for this project, this collaboration with Meghan. His hopes and fears. And we get the 6 of Candles in reverse. Ooh, another 6 in reverse. And this is a much worse one to be in the reverse because it's the failure card. 6 of Wands in reverse. He's very afraid that this is going to be an unmitigated disaster, this project that they're working on together. And it's going to be the ruin of him. 6 of Wands in reverse. When I see the 6 of Wands in reverse, I see public humiliation, really. It is not a quiet and secret failure. This is a very public failure that he is concerned about, especially with this crossing card here, the Judgment card in reverse. Similar energy. He's very afraid that this is going to be a massive flop. Massive. So is it? Is it going to be a massive flop? How's it going to go for David Furnish? No, it's not going to be a massive flop. He's going to be very, very happy at the end of it all with the 10 of Potions, the 10 of Cups. He's going to be just absolutely overcome with happiness. It's going to be a dream come true for him. It's going to be made. It's going to be acclaimed. He's going to be famous. Neil Sean is going to have to eat at least one of those ties that he has. And David Furnish is going to triumph over adversity. So he's full of doubt at the moment, full of insecurity, full of worry. Big fan of Meghan here, absolutely. But project has been given the go-ahead, and it looks as if ultimately David Furnish is going to be the one crowing. And we are all, well, I at least, am going to be having to make my apologies to David Furnish on YouTube and commend him for a job well done. And what a horror for me. But there it is. It looks as if finally outcome for him, great happiness, great glory, great satisfaction, and please hopefully no awards. But with that 10 of Potions, I'm getting the idea there is going to be awards, at least for David Furnish, for the producer of this thing. And I shudder to think. I do warn you over and over and over that this show has got some some time to go still before it all ends. And it looks as if Pearl is going to be a winner. Oh dear. Don't know what else to say. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next reading.